Guess what? It's a live stream. Oh, I know you guys had pretty much given up on me ever doing a live stream again, but here I am. I'm not going to guarantee that this is going to be the time for live streams, kind of sussing that out, figuring that out. But we are at least jumping back in, getting our feet wet, trying to live stream again. So I know I did announce it on a recent video. I don't know. I probably should have put up like a Facebook post or Instagram or something. But anyway, here I am. I am taking a break from the very last of my fruit preserving. Hi, Rita. The very last of my fruit preserving endeavor. Some jelly. Yeah, wrapping that up. So excited to be done with the fruit. Hi, Rebecca. And then I can clear all that bottling and canning and all that goodness. Hi, Cindy. Oh, I hope you're feeling better. Hi, Bonnie. So I'm going to get all that stuff cleared out and put away. That'll be so nice to have it all out of the kitchen. And then, hello, Jennifer. Hi, Jessica. And then on to the next project, which is finishing the yard work out front. Hello, Renee. Hi, Nikki, so that we can finally start putting up Halloween. Mariah and I leave 2 weeks from today for our Disney World trip. And I'll check that later on, Cindy. I've got to get the jelly done before I do anything. Hi, Dee Dee for Earth. Hello, Diane. What was I saying? Yeah, we leave 2 weeks from today. And so since we'll be gone in the beginning, hi, Phyllis, the beginning of October, I want to have at least, 50, 75% of our yard display put up, before we go. So we're down to the wire, but I kind of figure next week is going to be all about finishing the yard work and getting Halloween put up. Excuse me. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited. It's going to be an adventure. Speaking of adventures and things coming up, yes, we are going to attempt to do some dumpster diving this week and next week, just kind of throughout the week whenever I feel up to it. And hi, Nancy, and have time and can go and do it. And of course, depending on weather and just how I'm physically feeling and that kind of thing. Hello, Joanne. I went to physical therapy again. It is going so well, so well. I've still got at least 2 more sessions with them, but after that, it should be basically just a keep doing this stuff at home and listen to your body. He did ask for 1 more week before we evaluate any hi Layla, hello Aria. Before any heavy lifting. Thank you, Mabel. At least 1 more week. So that is going to inform kind of how we do the dumpster diving. I, of course, will bring one of the kids with me to help, but I really can't. Hi, Tina. I really can't do any heavy lifting with this hand. So when it comes to the dumpster diving, the yard work, the decorating for Halloween, it's all going to be, hi, Anita, within, certain limitations. But I have made serious progress with the physical therapy. Some of it there's these little exercises that they have you do, and this is, it's silly, but they're so simple and yet so difficult. Like, for instance, this one, they call it taffy pulling, and you have this putty, and all you're doing is using these fingers and pulling this putty like you were doing taffy. And it was so hard to do. You don't even realize that there's these other muscles, hi Clarissa, these other muscles in your hand that have been affected and that need help. And anyway, another one, and this is a sign of progress. Hi Patricia. I had tried 2 weeks ago this other exercise and couldn't do it. It was so painful, but I was able to do it yesterday. And that is just, you put a rubber band around your fingers and try to stretch it out. I only was able to get about this far, But 2 weeks ago, I couldn't even do that. So progress, it's progress. It's slow progress, but the thing I'm most excited for is that by the time oh, are you? Renee, yeah, coffee, life. Coffee gives life. Hi, Tammy. So I should be able, when Mariah and I go, I should be able to do, or to feel comfortable at least with like the airport and, luggage. And that was, oh, and Tina's having coffee. Well, cheers. I should be able to comfortably and without pain and without assistance manage, luggage, which was a huge concern. One I was really worried about, especially if we had ended up having to have surgery, which yay, we didn't have to. But yeah, the physical therapist said, yeah, you should probably be okay. But of course, listen to your body and, be smart about it. So, excited, just excited for progress. It's tricky, everything this time of year. I have so much I want to do, so much going on out in the gardens and the yard, and then of course all the fruit that I've been putting up. Yeah, we are finally. Hi, Michelle. We are finally to the very last batch of my preserves. I can't tell you how. I Hi, Rhonda. I had no idea like what I was getting myself into, but I was determined and dedicated to using up absolutely as much of our fruit as possible and yeah, really making the most of it. But it has been a Herculean effort, my goodness. But the very last of it, I will be finishing up right after this live stream. Lord. Yeah, I'm doing jelly today. So then I get to put all of that away and put all of my energy and focus into one, preparing the house for, and the family for Mariah and I to be gone for a solid week. That is important. But then also getting the yard ready, getting at least most of the yard display put up. Luckily, this year's yard display is simpler than, hi Christina, than what we've done in the past. I'm learning from years past, and I'm also trying to accommodate, physical limitations and stuff like that. Hi Amy. The jelly today is peach, berry, cinnamon, lime. Yeah, I've gotten a little bit nuts with that, but it'll be great. Anyway, the wasps, Lord, that was so awful. Hi, Margaret. I am still, still just a teeny bit dealing with some of the after effects. I still get a little bit itchy and some headaches and stuff like that. Yes, even now. But I mean, it's stuff I can deal with. But that was rough. That was rough, but much improved. James has been working on killing the nest. Apparently ground nests are very difficult to kill. So what we might end up having to do is wait till winter when they're, dead or hibernating or whatever, and then go in and just, hi Diana, and just drill the whole thing out and make sure that we kill the queen. If you don't kill the queen, they'll come back. So, we know where it is. Nobody's going out in that part of the yard. We have no reason to be out there. And so when it does freeze over, then the idea is go out and dig that whole thing out and destroy it because, we don't want to go through that again. The thing that sucks is I have a lot that I want to do out in that garden, but I don't dare go that far back. And tend any of the stuff back there, which is fine. There's plenty of other things out there that I can work on that are well away from that nest. But it would be nice to have it, done. And to have them good and dead. I know I missed some things. Looks like a lot of you are making jams and jellies. That's wonderful. Patricia, I don't know if they're yellow jackets. Um, I don't know. Hi, Kimberly. They are they're a Hymenoptera. That's the scientific family name that includes wasps, mud daubers, hornets, all that nasty yellow jackets, all those paper wasps, all of that nonsense and nastiness. Hymenoptera. Just so you know. Okay, so Michelle, what movie? I'm so glad you asked that. So a lot of you know that when I'm, especially in fall mode, and doing like my Halloween decorating or my deep fall cleaning, or this year, hello, on the farm with Smoky Mist, or putting up fruit, that I have movies going. And now, even more than normal, it's of course spooky movies, Halloween movies, all of that kind of fun. And so what am I watching today? I've had several things going. Well, this morning it was more like Disney type stuff. But now I've got a few more. I'm in kind of a monster mode. I'm not in the mood for like realistic kind of stuff. So I've spent most of this week with zombies. But then starting yesterday, I went into monster / animal mode with my movies. And there's a really good one available on Tubi, which is a free video app that you just have to watch ads, But anyway, it's called Exists. It's a good one. It's a Sasquatch, Bigfoot kind of a show. Anyway, it's fun. I also watched Rhonda, you just watched Hocus Pocus for the first time? Well, I'm so glad. Michelle, I do like watching true story movies when I'm in the right place mentally and emotionally. Hello, love yourself, please. It's so good to have you here. But right now I'm not in the mood for that. I thought about adding this to a video, but then I was like, they won't even freaking believe me. They won't believe me. But I'm gonna tell you now. So you guys knew that things have been stressful, this year. It's been like thing after thing after thing. Well, you're not gonna believe this. You're not, okay? I can't handle humans hurting humans right now. Any of that kind of, unless it's like, Jason, like, Friday the 13th and stuff like that. That I can handle, but not anything that's way too realistic, true to life, could absolutely happen kind of stuff. And I can't handle bug related movies right now. Obviously, I tried watching Candyman the other day, and then with the first couple of bees, I was like, nope, F this, I'm out. And then anything with like fire, I am really struggling with because of what you're not going to believe, but has happened. Everything is fine. But the other day, so some of you will remember that like almost 4 years ago, part of the area where I grew up in Northern California burned down. My grandparents' home that they built like 50 years ago, it burned to the ground, a place where I have spent so much of my life. Now, my grandparents, they live here in Utah now, okay? But it still was incredibly devastating, and there was a lot of death and just horrible things. It was an awful fire. Well, that area was like 5 miles north of where I actually lived, okay? But luckily, that fire a few years ago didn't get to my old neighborhood, my old house, and my uncle lives across the street. My very last uncle on my dad's side, as many of you know, we did have my other uncle die, like a month ago. So, so anyway, all of a sudden, because of an arsonist, and the just horrible dry conditions throughout California, but especially in my hometown, a fire was started by a 20-year-old kid. And it went crazy. Damn it. It went crazy. And boy, did it burn. So impressed with and so grateful for all the first responders and the firefighters there, and the inmates that work on the fire crews. They jumped right on it, and I mean, they jumped on it. But with the dry conditions, the lack of humidity, the heat, all of it, the wind, it just started ravaging everything. All these places, from, the first, 13 years of my life, just burned to the ground. Places that were, 100 years old, burned to the ground. People's homes, their animals. It's a rural area. And some people were able to get their animals out. Not everyone, obviously. And at the same time that all this is happening, and I'm all, just emotionally, just like on my last nerve, just like holding on to the very frayed edge of the rope. My uncle, the last one I have from my dad's side, his home is right across the street from where I grew up. Like, we were neighbors right across the street. And him and his sons were there, and everybody was evacuating except him. And please don't go into judgments or things like that. My uncle has had a very rough couple of years, okay? But they didn't evacuate. And everyone else in the neighborhood did, and the fire just kept getting closer and closer. And I thought, okay, my childhood home is going to burn down. My uncle's going to die. Just like, it was nuts for 2 days. The fire's actually still going now, but it's like 65% contained. And then just seeing pictures and videos of just everything, just so freaking destroyed. It was devastating. It was. And then my cousin and, her husband and kids, their home and yard and all of that was, this close from being burned down. So it was just, that kind of a thing. And it was rough. And this is a place where I still know a lot of people that live there, or I'm related to people there. And so it was very, very scary. It was, it was rough. It was rough. And then finding out that it was just this dumb kid. Oh, even worse. Oh my God. A picture has come out once they identified who it was that did it. You will not effing believe this. There is a picture as the firemen are there fighting this, and both sides of this bridge are just blazing. The kid that freaking started it is standing there on the bridge watching the inferno. Legit. Someone took a picture because they were just taking a picture of what was going on. And it was the kid that started the fire standing there. What was he thinking? What was he feeling watching it? I don't know. Was he, one of, those arsonists that take pride in their thing and want to, watch it all burn down? Or was he overwhelmed, that it had happened? Hi, Alfie. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, my love. Oh, I'm so happy. What was he just oh my God, what have I done? I don't know. He already had a criminal history, so I don't know. But seriously, it came out yesterday, this picture, because they were able to identify him based on security footage of some businesses nearby. And a picture of him standing there watching it all burn down. Yeah. People's homes, their yards, their livestock, their pets, they're just everything, just traumatized. Yeah. Christina, I don't know. Sickening, just sickening. And this is a thing. It doesn't even just affect the people that live there. I don't live there anymore. I haven't lived there in over 20 years. I mean, I go back, you know, often and visit and whatever, and was just out there for the funeral, you know, but it affects so many other people, you know, these things, these stupid choices that some people make. It's just like, God, people, I don't know. Yeah. So it's been a time. I know, that's why I didn't put this in like a recorded video. I'm like, no one is going to believe this. No one's going to believe that. So one thing that you should never say, and I know this, but you should never say what's next. You should never say, I've had all I can take. You should never say it can't get worse than this. Don't ever say anything like that. Don't. Because invariably it will get worse. It will. Yeah. But luckily, gratefully, all of my family that were just within, you know, a block of the fire, everyone made it out, lived, their property is all right. But that unfortunately is not the case for a lot of other people. So shout out to all the first responders, the fire crews, the inmates, all of them, because they worked in some seriously rough, horrible conditions. Mystery Mudlarks. What a fun name, my love. Oh, what a fun name. You know, I'm good, babe. I'm good. I'm just like, I don't know. To be honest, okay? To be honest, because I like to be honest with you guys. Hi, Lisa. And those of you that are in my live streams, I mean, let's be real. You guys are the ones that love us, love me as people, and not just you know, as content creators or as dumpster divers or whatever. But like, I feel like this is where I can be 100% open and honest. This is like our little circle of safety, if you will. So no, so I'm gonna tell you, no, shit's got real, and this Disney World trip, God, it's keeping me going. It has been keeping me going. With the whole thing with the fire, you know, compounded on top of just everything else. No, Mama got to some dark places. And it started getting tricky. I've mentioned that one of my kids has a serious health situation that we thought we had gotten on top of, but that we know is lifelong and is life-threatening, but we thought we were 100% on top of it, and then turned out we weren't. And that's been taking up so much time and energy and like mental and emotional energy, just because it's so unknown, and you never know from day to day what, you know, is going to happen, what you're going to have to deal with. And so you're kind of stuck in this adrenaline pumping place where, you know, you're on high alert and like that, you know, sense of like fight or flight. And you can only stay at that level for so long before your brain is just like, forget it. Let's just, you know. Oh, Phyllis, did I see you that you were in here? If not, hi. Thank you, Patty. Oh, Patty. Oh my God, Patty. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, Renee, and then that too. All kinds of restrictions and things coming back into place, and just, you know, just all of it. And so, Shatika, hello. I just love your name. You know I love your name. So yeah, no, I got to a pretty dark place, guys. I did. Just personally and yeah. It was tricky. It was getting really tricky. But I do feel like, I mean, I'm real, I'm human, okay? Many of you know I have a long history of mental health struggles, and, you know, long history of an eating disorder, and, you know, just things like that I don't want to get too much into, and, you know, all of that. But yeah, real person, real life person. And I'm not gonna, you know, oh, there's Mad Cat Crafter. Hello. I'm not going to say that the struggles are over, because and there's Crystal. Hello, my love. Um, because like I say, you don't know what's coming next. You don't know, right? Like, you wake up every morning and it's like, okay, what fresh hell is this, day gonna bring? And I'm just doing my best to be productive and positive, but also to rest, to try not to dwell, and stuff like that, to be the best that I can for my family. Something really cool that we're doing. James and we've been married 16 years, and we just barely, let's see, a month ago, reinstated date night. We had not been on a date or gone out and done anything together, like without our kids, since I don't know since when. It had been a long time. And we're in this place, with each of us with our own stresses, with family stuff, with work stuff, with, health stuff, where we desperately needed to like reconnect that way and have time together and invest, in our relationship, because in order to manage, this family that we have, we need to be a united front and strong together. And so, we instituted date night, and it's not like the first time we went to a nice dinner and a movie. Great. This last week, we literally were both like in our jammies. Thank you, Tina. I agree. I'm so glad I have him. Literally in our jams. We went to a drive-through at the Culver's and got some ice cream, then went to a park, like a public park where a bunch of kids were playing soccer and whatever, and parked the car and ate our ice cream and just talked. That was our date night, and it was wonderful. Incidentally, it's Thursday today, and Thursday is our date night. I have no idea what we're going to do. We might go hiking. That actually sounds really nice. We might go hiking. I don't know. But something. And there's been a couple situations where we almost were like, no, there's, this going on and that going on, and maybe we should just cancel it. And that's when either one or the other of us is like, no, we committed to this, we promised, and this is a priority. This is a priority. We have to do this. And I'm so glad that we've both agreed to that, because, hi, Katrina, because stuff will keep coming up, but this has to be a priority. It just has to. Like, yeah. And it's been wonderful for us. Yeah. You fall into routines, you fall into being parents and running a house, and oh, there's Cynthia. Hello, my love. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. You fall into just these patterns and get caught up in, him with, his career, and me with everything else, going on here at home, and the, just whatever. You forget, you set aside that couple relationship, and that's not okay. It's not okay, but it just wasn't a priority for a long time. But all that to say, we are sticking to it. It is a priority, and it's making a difference just in like how we're handling situations involving like our family or whatever, and how we're communicating and getting along. Doesn't make things perfect, but it's helping. So it's a priority. For those just jumping in and joining us, updates. The physical therapy is going really, really well. I'm still not 100%, obviously, but I've been doing some really fun exercises. I'll try to, I know some of you had asked, you wanted to see what all the exercises were, so I'll try to record some of them. I just never think about it when I'm doing them. But I absolutely have made progress. I have at least 2 more sessions, and then it'll be a matter of doing the exercises, continuing that on at home on my own. The tricky thing I was talking about this earlier, but in case you didn't catch it, I had physical therapy yesterday, and my physical therapist said that I needed at least another week. Mystery mudlarks, I can see. I just can't keep up. That's all. I'll message you, babe. I'll message you. I'm absolutely not ignoring you. I just can't keep up and think and talk at the same time. Yeah, I was out of my ADD medication yesterday. Lord help us all. That was a day. Jeez. Cynthia, no, I am absolutely not ready. Like, I'm ready to be there, but I haven't even started packing, Cynthia, and we leave 2 weeks from today. I never wait till this close to start. You know, I always, like, a month ahead, start the pre-packing. I'm not. But I'm finishing the last of the fruit preserves today. So then I know, right? Then I will jump into that and get all that shiz done. But what I was saying, the physical therapist said 1 more week. Gotta be 1 more week before he approves like any kind of heavy lifting. We'll do a squeeze test, like a strength test next week. But I am going to attempt some dumpster diving throughout, the rest of this weekend, and next week. Fingers crossed. I'll of course have, hi Rose, of course have one of, the kids go with me and help, but I'm going to be limited, in what I can do. And I don't want to mess up the progress that I've made, but we're going to at least attempt it. And then once he clears me, which might happen next week and might not, I don't know. Then we'll see, what's what from there. But that's just so everyone knows, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Let's see. Yeah, diving with R5. I literally still, sorry, I keep hitting this thing and it sounds like farts, but it's not. I'm hitting this thing on my chair. Sorry. Hi, Claudette. I have not been to the post office in forever. They probably hate me. They probably do. I mean, if there's anything there. If there's not, then, they don't care. But but if there's stuff piling up, I am going to get up there. I'll just do it tomorrow. Let's commit right now. I will go to the P.O. box tomorrow and at least check. All right, post office. I need to. It's been forever. It's just because it's something I, would usually do when I'm out dumpster diving, because it's a ways away, the P.O. box. And oopsies. I'll get up there and do that tomorrow and at least look. And I've got to be out getting some stuff anyway. I'm going to have the guys at Lowe's. You can do curbside pickup. I don't know if you guys knew this, at Lowe's. Now I need soil, topsoil, potting soil, some mulch. And I specifically asked about that with the physical therapist. And he's like, absolutely not. You cannot lift that stuff. That's not, which informs, my ability to dumpster dive or not. Right. But anyway, at Lowe's, you can do curbside and they'll come and just put all of it in your car. So that's what I'm going to do. And then, oh, thank you, Rose. And then James and the kids can unload it for me. See, isn't that wonderful? So that's on the list for tomorrow. So while I'm out and about anyway, I will get up to the P.O. box. But yeah, I have not packed. And yeah, we leave in 2 weeks. The nice thing is that because I do travel pretty often and do Disney pretty often, oh, my earrings, it's a little cameo, sweetie. It's a cameo. There's like a red bead and then this gorgeous cameo. These are, I bought them at a fall market, outdoor market, crafting market in Connecticut 20 years ago. Yeah, literally like 20 years ago. And I love them. Yeah. I don't wear them often enough, that's for sure. But anyway, but yeah, we have not packed, but I do have things that are always kind of set aside or are already packed because they're things that I only use only for Disney or whatever, or for traveling. Oh, Cynthia, not with the way things are now. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, Cynthia and I had made plans. Oh, I've made so many plans. But that was when things were going really, really well. And we were like on fire here and everything. And like life was like charging ahead. And um, stuff went downhill in rapid, like snowball succession. Um, oh, thank you. Thank you. Do you want to be called Mystery Mudlarks, my love? Or do you want to be called Alfie? Or what do you want to do? I need to know. Um, but anyway, and I want people to know who it is that I'm talking to. Yeah, no, things have the only reason we're doing this Disney World trip is number one, it's a mental health priority, but also I already had it booked and paid for before everything went like to hell. Yeah. So glad I already had it booked and paid for. Yay. But anyway, so I'll start probably this weekend getting stuff, doing our pre-packing. I have ordered some things that we needed. We do have what else do we have? Oh, we have planned some of the like outfits and things that Mariah's gonna wear, because she wants to meet Elsa and Anna, and so she needs to be wearing like some Frozen kind of stuff, and stuff like that. And then we have a couple of things where we're Disney bounding, where you like take a character, a movie, an attraction, something, and take elements from it and make like an outfit. We've got some of that planned. But yeah, no, we're just not ready. Other than like mentally and emotionally, so very ready. So ready. Somehow, next year is going to be the year of travel. Didn't I say that about this year? Uh-huh. Because last year we had to cancel so many things. And I said that this year was going to be the year. But who could have known? Who could have known that worldwide we'd still be a disaster, and that like in my personal life here we would be such a disaster? So yet again, we'll see. We'll see. Amber's diamond painting. Yes, you absolutely can get in trouble for dumpster diving. Crystal at Diving with R5 can tell you all about that. You absolutely can, especially if there is a town that has an ordinance against dumpster diving. So if you're gonna do it, I always say start with the drive-by looky-loo, where you just find a store that has a dumpster that's not locked, and you drive up to it, and you hop out of your car, and you lift the lid, and then you hop back in your car, and you drive away. That's breaking the ice. It's the looky-loo. It's the first step. Then you do your homework from there. And there's so much more to that. Coffee. Oh, coffee. Oh, there's Sharon. Hello. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Amber, so you've been doing the looky-loos. So now you just have to figure out when is the time to do it, and when's the best place and time. And then you just do it, and you be as fast and as quiet as possible. And you leave no evidence that you were there, if at all possible. No, Alfie, I don't know what mudlarking is. Not a clue. Yeah, not a clue. No idea. But it sounds intriguing. And you're from the UK, and I am intrigued by all things British. So I'm intrigued. There's Judy. Hi, Judy. Oh, thank you for being here. I was saying earlier, I do not know if this is going to be the set time for our weekly live stream. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's like, I don't know. Really, to be honest, it kind of depends on you guys. It's not the best time for me, really, because I am still doing the stock market trading. And that, of course, is going on during the day. But then I also found that doing it later, like at, 2 o'clock my time, didn't work for a lot of people when I was doing my regular live streams before. So Excuse me. And there's Kim. Hello, my darling. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Um, what was I gonna say? So yeah, it really comes down to you guys. Like, is 11 a good time for you? Excuse me. Jeez. Mm. I promise it's just coffee. It's not spiked or anything. Not this early in the day. Um, oh, thank you, Judy. I sure appreciate you. Um, what was I gonna say? So yeah, I totally just lost my train of thought. Choo, choo, chugga, 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 choo, choo. What was I saying? Oh, we were figuring out when should we um when should we have the so someone asked for one. Um is that okay? So goodbye, Alfie, my love. I'll talk to you soon. 1 p.m. New York time is 2 hours ahead of me. I mean, New York is 2 hours ahead of me. Sorry, math. Yeah, that's 11, right? So does that work? Or are you meaning what? Okay. Okay. Um, yeah, let's do 11. Let's just go with 11. I can handle an hour away from the stocks. It's so addicting. Oh my Lord, it's so addicting, you guys. But I've been doing pretty well with it. It's been good. Suzanne, I am the person to ask. Yes, I am, because that is something I've been watching on a daily basis to see if they update. And I strongly recommend that you watch on a daily basis and get the Disney Go app so that you can see if they've updated at all. Masks are required on any of the, she's asking about Disney World. Masks are required on any of the transportation that Disney provides. So the buses, the trams, the monorails, the ferries, any of that, it is required. Masks are also required indoors, period. So if you're in shopping, if you're in a restaurant waiting to be seated, or you're picking up, your order or whatever, you do need to have a mask on. Once you are seated and eating, then of course you can take it off. That's how, it was before. If you are in an indoor ride or theater, you have to have it on. If you are in the queue or the line that's indoors, say like Peter Pan, then you also, or Small World, then you have to have your mask on. But if you're out, in line for Dumbo, you don't need a mask. If you're out gonna do like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, you don't need a mask. If you're at Haunted Mansion, it gets trickier because it's an outdoor queue, so you don't need the mask in the queue. But of course, then once you get inside, you need your mask. So I recommend having one of those lanyard things. Yeah, because it'll be on and off and on and off. Hi, Christine. Let's see. Tina, it is Thursday and it is 11:45 12 here in Utah. Yeah, Suzanne, geez, it is. But if you just, okay, if you're going to be indoors, inside in any way, shape, or form, you need the mask, unless you're sitting down eating. If you're outdoors, you're just fine, free and clear. If you just remember it that way, you're enclosed, you wear a mask, whether that's in a line or shopping or whatever. Theater, say you're at Epcot at, the Beauty and the Beast sing-along, which is so much fun, then yeah, mask. If you're out and about, walking through Canada Pavilion, it's just the first one that came to mind, no mask. Yeah. I'm hoping it doesn't get any more restrictive than that in the 2 weeks between, before we get there. Because it will be hot and it will be humid and we can handle the masks. Yeah, Renee, there's a Canada Pavilion at Epcot in Disney World. Yeah. I mean, I'm like everybody else. I hate the masks. And I did get the vaccine, so I'm kind of like about having to wear them, but it is what it is, right? So we can handle it indoors where there's air conditioning, and we have our little fans. That's the other thing, Suzanne. Get the little personal fans or fan misters because yikes. Okay, they make such a difference. Renee, absolutely. I'll record some of the Canada Pavilion for you, my love. Absolutely. But having to wear them outside, God, that's bad when it's humid. There, Olivia and I, we went last year in November. Oh, it was awful. But I will tell you something that made a huge difference. When I went with my sister, when did I go with my sister to Disney World? February? End of February, beginning of March this year. And we still had to wear masks. Excuse me. We used these little plastic turtle shells. That's the only, I think that's actually what they're called. I could be wrong, but it's this plastic insert that you put in. Oh, you're used to the humidity? Okay. Okay, Suzanne. Well, I'm not. Oh, no. But this plastic turtle shell thing that you just order, on Amazon that goes in your mask, huge difference because then you're not eating your mask. It doesn't get, fuzzy and gross and yeah, huge difference. Like makes it bearable, even if you have to wear them outside. But hopefully, oh God, hopefully we won't have to. Oh, and if you don't happen to have a UV umbrella, I would recommend that too. And that's not just for going to Disney, guys. That's for being outside. If you're going to be outside, you're, going for a walk or you're going flea marketing or I don't know, whatever. UV umbrellas, they make a world of difference. One of the best investments I have ever made was my UV umbrella. It makes such a difference. Yeah. It also, helps keep people away from you because it provides kind of a, or they're going to get hit into your umbrella. I've had so many people will look at you weird when you have an umbrella, right? But at the same time, oh, Suzanne, I'm sorry your lunch break is over, but it has been delightful having you. But yeah, people will look at you funny. And then others will be like, that's what I need. She had the right idea. She has an umbrella. Yeah, it's a great idea. And it makes so much difference. Oh my gosh. Something I had been worried about, and this was an issue when my sister and I were at Disneyland in California in July, was that, I'll look at that, Amy. It provides shade. It cools you down. Also helps with the actual UV, so you don't want to get sunburnt or cancer, right? A big pretty hat also works. And I did do that in July at Disneyland, but something I wasn't able to do then because my hand was still really, really messed up and was in the brace. I couldn't have my fan and my umbrella at the same time, and that sucked. But this time I should be able to do both, and just trust me. Oh yeah. Cooling towels, those are also a good one, really good one. And the biggest, and sorry Suzanne's gone, but maybe she'll hear this later or someone can pass it on, but the biggest thing, the best thing, my number one tip for Disney that I wish I would have done ages ago, but finally did in Disneyland in July this year. Invest in a storage locker. It's $7, at least at Disneyland, for the small locker, and you get it for the entire day. You can come and go as many times as you want. Put your shoes in there to change out shoes. Put socks in there. Put your poncho in there. Put your, umbrella if it's gotten too late for an umbrella. No more carrying around that freaking 50-pound backpack that I've been doing for how long? No. If you're someone like me who wants to get footage to make a video to put on our vlog channel, Frugal Family Flies Again, you don't have to carry that stuff around all day. If you're planning to do some recording or do some fun pictures for your family, whatever, go get it out of the locker. Go do your footage, then go put all that crap away. Your frozen drinks, put them in your locker. They're there waiting for you in the afternoon, so you're not buying like a $6 Coke. It is. It really is. It's wonderful. That's a great idea, Bonnie. That's a fabulous idea. To Velcro the fan to the umbrella. We might be able to make that work. I have Velcro from the dumpsters. I'll see if I can make that work. That's a great idea. But anyway, a storage locker. It makes all the difference because I like to have flip-flops so that I can give my feet a rest, change out kind of what they're going through, 10 miles a day. Yikes. Or if we're going to go on a water ride or whatever, it's nice to, not have soggy shoes. Or if I know it's, you don't even really know if it's going to start raining. It rains all the freaking time. But anyway, if I want to switch out my shoes because they did get wet or whatever, you've got a storage locker. So all you've got to do is get it from your car or the Disney bus or whatever into that storage locker. And that stuff's there for you to come and go all day. And I will never do it the old way, like literally ever again. Lugging that freaking backpack around. Seriously, okay. In the backpack, I would have at least one Powerade, 2 Diet Cokes, because I didn't want to buy $6 Cokes, right? Hi, Jen. Snacks, umbrella, camera, extra batteries, charging cords for my phone. What else? Allergy medications, EpiPen, toiletries, necessary ones or whatever. All this nonsense. Wallet, whatever else. Insanity. By the end of the night, you have to like hold your backpack like up like this or wear it on front for a while. You just see people, the way they look at you when you do that. But never again. And how is it that I've done that for so long? That's suffering, not necessary when the lockers are $7. And yeah, you kind of have to jam it all in there. So as long as you don't have anything, super breakable that's going to mind getting smushed, you're just fine. And then they do have a larger locker. I don't remember how much those ones are. It might be like 10 or 12 bucks a day. If you have like your whole family with you, I would absolutely recommend, and especially if you have like little kids and they've got all sorts of stuff they need, super duper recommend getting a locker. It's a great investment. And don't bring all your own Tylenol and Band-Aids and all that stuff unless you're like me, where I have to have, certain anti-inflammatories and allergy meds on me at all times. But for just Tylenol or a Band-Aid or whatever, you can go to the first aid center and they'll hook you up with all of that. So I've learned the hard way. Don't carry all that crap with you. If you really feel like you need to have your own first aid kit, put it in the locker. But Disney's great. They have, goodbye, Cynthia. We'll see you soon. They have nurses, like literal real RNs, at their first aid center, and they will hook you up and take care of you. You do not need to bring your own first aid kit. You don't, unless it's stuff that your insulin or, stuff that you need to have on you. Right? So yeah, Barbara, you can get ice water at any of the places that have water. Hi, Colin. Yeah, it's, there's no need to suffer like that. Oh man. And my kids would each wear a backpack of some size or variety with all their snacks so that we could save money, blah, blah. And we'll still have little backpacks on that one of you sent us because, there are a couple things that, like I said, I need to have with me at all times that won't fit just in like, a fanny pack, a waist pack, or whatever people call them different things. So we'll have these little tiny backpacks. And that way, different things that we need throughout the day, we'll put those in our bag and take them with us. And be able to have our fan with us. Hi, Deborah, but not have to, have it. What did I say? Have our fan with us, but not have to have 900 other things. Like it just, never again. Oh my goodness. I think about that. I just laugh at myself, us with our just heavy backpacks. Ugh. And to be honest, anything that you need, you can make it back to the locker. Okay, Barbara, that's the other thing. Sunscreen. If you're carrying your sunscreen or your lotion or whatever around with you all day, it's going to melt. The locker room is air conditioned. So every couple hours, go back and reapply there in the air conditioned locker room, and you won't have melted sunscreen that you're trying to, whatever. Yeah. Why didn't I think? Now, I'll always keep some kind of lip balm with me, which, yes, those melt too, but that's something I just kind of have to have. But almost anything else, you can make it back to the locker to get, what it is that you need. Now, of course, if there's a sudden torrential downpour, well, a poncho weighs nothing, right? Like your plastic poncho weighs nothing. So that could go in your little backpack. I don't know. I'm starting to get into this feels good. Oh, guys, thank you for indulging me. I know you didn't come here for Disney talk, but boy, this helps. This has just absolutely lifted my mood like 500%. And I'm like ready to start packing, ready to start getting ready and doing my list, comparing it with my other lists. Something I'm really focused on. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Something I'm really focused on, and that I think is a very frugal behavior, because your time, your energy, your body, they're all money. At the end of the day, they are. Depending on, how you take care of your body, how you take care of your time, it does in some ways equate to money. So, oh, Bonnie. So something that I'm really going to focus on this time is not overpacking. And I say that so often, but this time I really mean it. I've learned and I've learned and I've learned from all these different traveling adventures. You don't need this. Get it out of your bag. And especially now where carrying stuff is going to be a little bit tricky and Mariah's going to have stuff and whatever. I want to keep it very tight, and we're not staying on property. We're going to have our own car. We're renting a car. So there's a CVS or a Rite Aid or a Walgreens or a Walmart within driving distance if there's something vital that you forgot, if it's outside of like prescription medication. It's all available. You can go and pick it up. It's not worth cramming, which I have done for the last how many years, cramming everything that you might maybe possibly need. No, I'm not doing that anymore. So I'm going to get out my previous lists and look at, did you even use this? Did you use that? Nope. Have you ever used this in the 5 or 10 trips that you did with this with you? Have you ever used it? Of course, then that'll be the one time that I do need it, but I'll go buy it. I will. It'll be worth spending $1, to go and get Q-tips and not bring a whole package of Q-tips. Because even really, things that don't weigh very much, it all adds up when you're trying to prepare for every possible situation that could come up. It's just silly. It's silly. I look at what are the things that I really do use. Drinks. You got to have drinks. Umbrella. Fan. Phone. And lip balm. Oh, and ibuprofen and allergies. Those are the things you absolutely have to have. And then for just the whole stay, yeah, you need a hairbrush, you need some face wash, some face lotion. You're going to need your contact lenses and your makeup and your makeup remover. But you don't need 20 different kinds of makeup because you're not going to use it. Because you realize very quickly that it's all going to just sweat off. And especially times when you're having to wear the mask inside, you don't need lipsticks. Come on. They're just, right? So why keep packing all these different kinds of things that you don't actually end up using? Camping. Crystal, yeah, we still make that mistake too. This last camping trip, we overpacked yet again. Yes, I use fanny packs. I have several fanny packs, and I absolutely use those. We leave 2 weeks from today. My husband is taking the week off so that he can be here with the other 2 kids and make sure everything goes well with them so that I don't need to worry about that, so I can really legit get a break mentally, physically, emotionally from stuff. So Mimi and I, 2 weeks from today, and we get to be there an entire week. Yeah. Yeah. We leave September 30th and come back October 7th. Yeah, crazy. Oh, I'm so ready, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready. Anyway, we're at an hour. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you for sticking with me and sticking with us through just like the mire, the quagmire that we have been muddling through. Things are getting better. Life is good. It's tricky sometimes, but we're here, right? We did a live stream. We did a live stream for the first time in forever. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys soon. I am going to attempt some kind of dumpster diving, this week, next week. So please stay tuned to see how that goes. But I also have many other frugal living related adventures coming up, and gardening and travel, etc. on our vlog channel, Frugal Family Flies Again. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate you watching those older videos. You're so sweet. You're just wonderful. You guys are all just so wonderful. Anyway, have a great day, and we'll see you very soon.